Did you know The Undertaker, one of the most iconic characters in wrestling history, almost got scrapped by WWE? It's hard to imagine, but it's true. And the reason wasn't because fans hated him. It was because the man in charge, Vince McMahon, just didn't get it. When The Undertaker first debuted, Vince McMahon saw a problem. The character was too slow, too quiet. He relied way too much on mystery. Vince, the mastermind behind the loud, colorful, over-the-top world of 80s and 90s wrestling, looked at this dark, silent figure and thought, this will never last. He was convinced that audiences who were used to screaming promos and fast-paced action would get bored. They'd lose interest. And he wasn't quiet about his doubts. Behind the scenes, there were serious, high-level discussions about completely changing The Undertaker's gimmick. Think about that for a second. The dead man, the Phenom, was on the chopping block before he even had a chance to build his legacy. To Vince McMahon, the formula for a successful superstar was clear. Be loud, be fast, and never stop talking. You had Hulk Hogan telling you to eat your vitamins, Ric Flair styling and profiling, and Macho Man Randy Savage snapping into a Slim Jim. They were larger than life, and their personalities filled the entire arena. The Undertaker did the exact opposite of all of that. He said almost nothing. He moved at his own deliberate, almost glacial pace. And most unsettling of all, he used silence. He let the quiet in the arena build, making people uncomfortable, making them lean in, wondering what was going to happen next. That silence, that slow, methodical approach, was completely alien to Vince's philosophy. It worried him deeply. So the pressure started to build. The feedback from the top was to speed him up, make him more like the other wrestlers. Give him more promos. Maybe make him a bit more normal. The idea was to strip away the supernatural elements that made him unique. The very things that we now remember as his trademarks. The eerie entrances, the slow walk to the ring, the eyes rolling back were seen as weaknesses. The plan was to repurpose him. Can you imagine The Undertaker coming out, high-fiving fans, and cutting a standard energetic promo? It's unthinkable, but that's how close we were to losing the character we all know. He could have become just another big man in the locker room, with a forgotten name and absolutely no aura. And that's when a crucial figure stepped in. Paul Bearer. Paul Bearer wasn't just a manager. He was a guardian of the gimmick. He understood something fundamental that Vince, at the time, did not. He knew that once you kill the mystique of a character like The Undertaker, you can never, ever bring it back. It's like trying to put smoke back into a bottle. Once it's gone forever. So he fought for it. He became the protector of the character's essence. He argued to keep the slow, deliberate entrances. He defended the need for darkness and shadows. He championed that long, iconic walk to the ring that became a spectacle in itself. He understood that The Undertaker's power didn't come from what he said. It came from the feeling he created. That eerie presence that made thousands of fans in an arena hold their breath in unison. If Paul Bearer hadn't pushed back, if he hadn't stood his ground and defended the core concept of the dead man, the history of WWE would look completely different. The Undertaker could have easily been repackaged, given a new name, and faded into obscurity like so many other big men who came and went. But because Paul Bearer fought for the character's soul, something incredible happened. The things Vince McMahon saw as weaknesses became the character's greatest strengths. The silence wasn't boring. It became his weapon. The slowness wasn't a flaw. It became deeply intimidating. Every calculated step, every subtle movement, was filled with menace and power. The character that Vince McMahon doubted, the one he was ready to change, evolved into the single most legendary and respected figure the WWE has ever created. His career spanned decades, his matches are legendary, and his legacy is untouchable. In the end, Vince McMahon is a genius, and he eventually saw the brilliance of The Undertaker. But it's a powerful lesson. He didn't understand the character at first. He didn't see the potential in the silence and the mystery. But time and history proved one undeniable thing. In the world of professional wrestling, trends come and go, styles change, but mystique outlasts everything. It's the secret ingredient that turns a wrestler into a legend. And no one in history had more mystique than The Undertaker. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this look into wrestling history, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories you might not have heard. We'll see you in the next one.